I'm joined now by Shadow Health Minister Anne Ruston, who's had a very big day in Parliament. Anne, thank you for your time. It has been a big day, and if we might kick off with the energy bill, Anthony Albanese is trying to paint the coalition as the bad guys, that you're not supportive of reducing household power bills because you voted against it. How do you respond to that?
Oh, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. What we saw today was the government legislator lie. I mean, they know that what they've put before the Parliament today is not going to reduce people's energy bills. And the proof in the pudding will be next year when people open their energy bills and realise that they've done nothing apart from go up. And it really is tremendously disingenuous. I mean, if we genuinely had believed that the legislation today was going to give real cost of living relief to Australian families in the lead up to Christmas, we would have been the first ones to vote for it. But we know that this bill will not do that. In fact, the complete opposite. It'll push up power prices. It's going to see, destroy the energy market, because these sorts of interventions in the past have never worked. I don't know why they think they're going to work this time. So we voted against a bill because we knew the bill was not going to deliver what it was promising to, and sadly, Australians will find out that that's the case next year.
And you can lay London to a brick. Energy prices will be higher next year, and the government will say they would have been much worse if it wasn't for our bill. They will not be able to measure how much energy prices have been reduced, if at all, from this. And I have to point out, before the election, Anthony Albanese slammed the idea of any sort of deal or coalition with the Greens. Even as recently as Monday, he was on Radio National Breakfast talking down reports of negotiations. Now, clearly he's either desperate or he's happy to mislead us all, to put it politely.
Well, I think that probably the latter is closer to the truth. I mean, this government so far, every single piece of legislation that has been important that we've seen go past has been completely devoid of any detail whatsoever. They're quite happy to do deals behind the scenes with the Greens and with the crossbench in order to get their deals or get their legislation through. And we've got absolutely no idea what those deals were. We have no idea what deal was done with the Greens to get their support for this bill going through today. We don't know what deal was done with Senator David Pocock to get his support for this bill going through, but it's going to make very interesting reading when we see next year's budget, because all of these things are going to come out because they're guaranteed to have a price tag attached to them.
Yeah, it always seems to be the same motley crew that just endorse Labor's policies, and there's always going to be a price attached to them.